Hi, I'm Lee Benz, the Homescholar, and in our last video we were talking about why independent homeschoolers have the advantage, and in this video we're going to be talking about why a comprehensive record matters, and I'm going to tell you just a little bit about my experience as a homeschool parent and teaching colleges about what we had done in our homeschool and how kind of intimidating and scary that can be. When we were homeschooling, there was one college that we applied to that really didn't want a whole bunch of records. They were pretty clear about not wanting a ton of information. All the others said that they wanted lots and lots of records, and the more the better, and while your English class looks great, and I wish that public school kids had to do the same thing. But this particular college said, we don't have time to read things, so if you could just not give us anything, that would be great. And yet I, as a parent, thought I prepared this huge packet of information, and so I just gave it to them. I felt like they would either use it or not use it, but I wasn't going to withhold information, right? And so we applied to this college, and I did give them all the information. And after a certain amount of time, we heard back from them, and they said, "I'm sorry, you have not jumped through the hoops that we wanted you to jump through. You needed to have some sort of test that demonstrated your foreign language." And so I very politely wrote them back, and I said, "I'm sorry, we do not have a test in foreign language. However, what I do have is a packet of information I provided you giving a course description for our 3 Latin classes and our 3 foreign language classes, French classes. And if you go back and read that information, I'll be glad to answer any questions that you have." And I thought, well, that was kind of gutsy of me, but, you know, it wasn't our first choice college, you know, and the others had accepted us already. And so we were waiting to hear back, and I heard back almost immediately. And what this college said was, "Okay, fine, then your comprehensive records are great. No problem. Yes, you've been admitted, and here's our best scholarships that we can offer somebody." And that was kind of a surprise because they were the ones that said that they didn't want it, and yet here they were giving us admission and scholarships pretty much based solely on that, because our test scores and our transcript weren't good enough, and that was what they read that gave us that wonderful admission and scholarship. So it really came as quite a surprise. What I took away from that is that colleges don't necessarily understand homeschoolers. Maybe they're not a homeschool parent. Maybe they don't know how it works. Maybe they don't know how official your homeschool is. But what I learned is they're willing to learn. And if you can just explain it to them, you know, not put up that big brick wall of you have to understand before I even tell you, but just explain it to them and give them the ability, okay? So what a comprehensive record is a way to describe in detail what your homeschool is like. You know, they have to have that transcript, that one piece of information that, you know, quickly, is this person qualified for a second look or not, right? And that's what the transcript is all about. Do they have enough math? Do they have enough science, right? But once they've made that first cut and they're actually looking at your child in the college admission process, that's when they start digging into the comprehensive record. It's no longer about SAT scores. It's what did you really teach? And that's why I'm a big fan of homeschoolers creating these homeschool records, because sometimes it's really not about getting in. Sometimes it's about the other decisions that the college application board is making. Decisions like, I don't know, money and how you're going to be able to afford it. So that's why I think that the comprehensive record that you create for your homeschool is really going to matter. Now, in our next video, we're going to be talking about what I did in my homeschool and the results that I achieved from our comprehensive records.